At the far end of a high valley, about 3/4 of an hour's drive southwest of the Afghan capital Kabul, stands the village of Badam Gul. To reach it, you have to drive through the middle of a minefield. A cluster of boys and girls shelters from the sun in the shade of the trees on the edge of their village. They should be at school. Instead, as this elder explains, the money for the school has run out. The nearest school is a 2-hour walk back through the minefield. In winter, the markers showing the safe path disappear beneath the snow, and then there are the wolves to worry about. So instead, the children are taught in the village mosque. There they learn religion, and religion only. All over Afghanistan, there are children playing in the fields who should be in school. These girls are some of the lucky ones, receiving a basic education in a classroom. But education remains a battleground in Afghanistan. While 70% of boys are in school, 60% of girls are not. Many schools have been closed or burnt down by the Taliban, and many parents cannot afford to care for their children throughout the year. Instead, they send them to religious schools, known as madrasas, in Pakistan, where they receive bed and board, but where many are exposed to hardline religious teaching. To counter that, coalition forces in Afghanistan have started building their own madrasas in the hope of keeping children out of the hands of extremist Islamist preachers. For most girls, the best they can hope for is to be taught in a tent. Many families are reluctant to send girls to school, preferring to keep them at home where they can perform domestic chores. That can make financial sense in a society where a girl who studies to be a teacher might earn around £30 a month, while a girl who learns a trade such as tailoring can expect to pull in 3 times that sum. Girls also lose out because traditional parents do not want them to mix with boys. It is these circumstances that have left Afghanistan with an acute shortage of women teachers and doctors. But some people are trying to buck the trend. This mother of 10 says she wants her daughters to go to school to help the rest of her village. They want their own doctors and teachers and engineers in the village, she says. If there are no schools, the children will have nothing to do and will fall into trouble. They will be useless people. Teachers say they're not deterred by the letters posted out by the Taliban threatening those who teach girls. This teacher is not afraid, she says, and if there is a school to go to, her daughters will go. So the will is there. The question is whether the coalition and the Afghan government can build enough schools to teach those who want to learn and provide enough security to keep the Taliban from closing them down. This is Gethin Chamberlain reporting for the Sunday Telegraph in Badam Gul, Afghanistan.